From its relaunch all the way back in 2002, Top Gear quickly established itself as the weekend's must-watch TV show, whether it was new car reviews, the infamous challenges, or celebrities hooning it around the circuit in everyday run-rounds. It quickly gained cult status. At the height of its popularity, it had a global audience of over 350 million viewers a week. One episode here in the UK drew in nearly 8.5 million viewers, eager to watch F1 superstar Lewis Hamilton drive an old banger around the test track. Not too bad for something Jeremy Clarkson once described as a
pokey motoring show on BBC Two.
Now, obviously, not every car that makes it onto the show can be saved. Some make the way to museums like the Coventry Transport Museum or Beaulieu, where the popular World of Top Gear exhibition drew in around 5 million visitors over a 15-year run. Not too shabby. But all good things come to an end, and in winter of 2024 it was announced that the display would be making way for something new.
The exhibition has been here for some 15 years and sadly it will be closing.
And that kind of upset the internet, with some folk even suggesting that the BBC were trying to erase the iconic show from history. It also begged the question, what's going to happen to the cars? They wouldn't be sent to the crusher, would they? BBC Studios announced that a number of vehicles had been saved and are going to be available to view again sometime soon. But where? Keep watching and I promise all will be revealed. First, a tribute to some of the cars which, sadly, didn't make it. Like Jeremy's Panda limo, which ferried Chris Moyles to the Brit Awards, eventually. The Reliant rockets, which no doubt gave NASA the fear.
That's it, turn around to your right, you better. I don't want to go into the sun if I can avoid it. That's right, yeah.
And who can forget Hovervan? The only Mark 7 Transit, not afraid of water. So with World of Top Gear now a distant memory, it's time to share which vehicles have been saved, and of course the bit you want to know, where they've ended up. Buckle up! We'll start with Rambulance. By the time Jeremy thought it was a good idea to revolutionise the ambulance service, the show was already in its 22nd series. Be honest, who wouldn't want to be scooped up in an emergency situation with the Bee Gees blaring out the sirens? Tractor. Tractor? Tractor. Am I saying that right? This was the creation of Joey from Friends, and probably the fastest agricultural vehicle in the world. This one managed to make its way into Forza. It was an unlockable bonus. One of the things that gave the show such broad appeal were the challenges, one of the most infamous being the amphibious challenges. Also rehomed from Beaulieu is Nissank, complete with all its expanding foam. It moves alongside Dampervan 2, the second floating Volkswagen T3. And as always, Captain Slow turned up to this one in style. Yep, his Triumph Herald survives and lives to sink another day.
I bought this, a Triumph Herald. And here's my idea. Instead of using the engine to power it on the water, I'm going to fit it with a mast and some sails.
How brilliant is that?
From the most recent incarnation of the show, the Bedford ice cream van, aka Mr Nippy, has been saved from patrolling the streets of Blackpool and could well be back in use serving up mashed tatty and sausage cones before too long.
Do you want a flake with that?
I've always wanted to say that.
Not much in there. That's where the brakes would be, so it was Defender brake pedal, and this was all cut to make the brake master cylinder fit. This was all heavy duty stuff on the show. There would have been a Tesla motor right in the middle there where all the cooling pipes run to, which would have sent power front and back. Same motor you'd find in the back of a Model 3 or Model S. That bumper's not very secure.
The Rainbow Allegro's also been saved, although it should probably be left behind in the jungle in all honesty. I mean, come on, whoever thought you'd have issues starting something that was built by British Leyland? In Series 19, Clarkson came up with a spiritual rival to the Peel P50, dubbed the P45, which Theo Pathetis nearly gave him when he tried to pitch it to the Dragons.
Jeremy, it's shit.
It isn't.
It is. Totally
What is it?
and utter shit.
Theo Pathetis thinks Jeremy's car still needs work.
My personal favourite, the seemingly indestructible Toyota Hilux. Never before or since has one vehicle seen such punishment and still been able to fire up.
We had no spare parts, and it's not looking good. Wrong. Astonishingly, the Toyota was not dead.
It had a caravan dropped off of it, it was set on fire, it was dropped off the side of a skyscraper, put out to sea, and with nothing more than a tin of WD-40 and a couple of spanners, it refused to die. Now, you'd be mistaken for thinking the show had a hatred for public transport. The guys decided to revolutionise the rail network, and the Jaguar XJS TGV12 has also been saved. Along with an interesting souvenir.
So, inside, the Jag TGV12 is there. Outside, at the moment, is the trailer. I mean, there is a train track on the outskirts of the museum. I wonder.
It's safe to say Freddie Flintoff's time on Top Gear has been anything but plain sailing. In fact, his first on-screen challenge saw him racing through the streets of Mansfield. Hey, on the plus side, no one was injured. Cobbled together with nothing more than a TVR chassis, an old milk float motor, and some used drinks cans, the guys made their own contribution to the world of EV back in Series 14, when they gave birth to Jeff. You know, to this day, I'm amazed Elon Musk didn't come knocking.
Oh dear.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if you were to breed a Bedford Rascal and a Daihatsu 4-track? No, me neither. Apparently this is what you would get. Dirty Rascal, which was created as an alternative to the new Defender. Definitely not as gutsy, with about 100 horsepower, but with what's described as the most luxurious interior of any 4x4. All it's missing is a fireplace. Last but not least is this Renault 4, which was driven by Chris Harris in the 2019 Christmas special. I'd love to tell you more about it, but honestly, I never got round to watching it. So, it's a Renault 4 that was on Top Gear. Well, what's left of it. So lots of old Top Gear cars which had a bit of an uncertain future, and everything you've just seen has been saved and is being rehomed together. So I guess the only thing left is to tell you where all these cars have been rehoused, and that's the Grampian Transport Museum in Alford, where every year the team of staff and volunteers refresh about a third of the display. What a third it's going to be. So if you want to check it out, the display is going to be called
And on that bombshell.
And the museum season kicks off on Friday the 28th of March. So definitely worth checking out. And if you've never been before, there are outdoor events on the circuit as well. One to check out on the 11th of May is How Many Left. If you've got a car where there's less than 500 exhibits left on the road, then that is definitely one for you. So check out the museum website, all the information's there, you can get tickets, you can find out about the displays, you can find out about the events programme, and hopefully I'll see you there at some point this season.